You've got your Toowoomba-topped steak and your Bloomin Onion, and maybe even a Castaway Cocktail. But what about the sides? With so many Outback options, it can be a tough choice. Lucky for you, mate, we've done the tasting for you and ranked them from worst to first. This lackluster side dish only clocks in at 70 calories a serving, and yes, will provide you with the nutrients you need to balance out a T-Rex's portion of ribeye. However, despite its health benefits and the fact that it's perfectly cooked and has a great tender consistency, Outback's asparagus is just asparagus. If this veggie was seasoned, it's hard to tell. You can't even taste any butter on these little green sticks. That is to say, this side is good for what it is. It has a great crunch, and each plate offers a decent number of asparagus spears. But Outback's take on this vegetable has a sad flavor, which has left it in last place. The thing is, asparagus has the power to be incredibly delicious if prepped with seasoning and oil and seared on a grill. Outback could certainly get a little more creative with this side dish.
Nobody needs asparagus.
Next up is another side that is a testament to the fact that Outback needs to seriously step up its vegetable game. The fresh steamed mixed veggies side dish features squash, carrots, and broccoli. All of this dish's vegetables are steamed to perfection and have a great texture. And true to its name, the vegetables featured in the dish also have a fresh taste. What sets this side apart from the asparagus, however, is that it offers more dimension. While the squash doesn't have a lot of flavor, the carrots have an almost caramelized taste, and the broccoli seems to have been dipped in butter, or at the very least, seasoned. But the downfall of this 160-calorie dish is that, while it's got more flavor going for it than the asparagus, it's still not extremely delicious. Ultimately, it won out against the other vegetable plate by the smallest of margins. What makes fries a perfect, beautiful, and absolutely irresistible snack? The answer is their crunch, a crunch that Outback's Aussie fries do not have. You do get a lot of bang for your buck when ordering this side. One serving of this dish could feed 2 lovebirds out on a date night, but they wouldn't be eating well. While the dish has a fancy name, Outback's Aussie fries are just steak fries. With that said, to the chain's credit, they do have a noticeably salt-filled flavor, which puts them above the previous entries. However, these fries also commit the most unspeakable fry sin. They are soft. Soft and sad and droopy. It's a shame, because the chain used high-quality spuds, but Outback needed to put these puppies back on the Barbie to give them the crunch that makes fries an irresistible treat. And while that's the biggest issue with Aussie fries, which are 410 calories a serving, it's also worth noting the seasoning. As mentioned previously, the dish features salt. Salt is great, but it barely counts as seasoning, and so for their lack of pepper and crunch, Outback's Aussie fries are easily one of its worst sides.
Oh, well, you can live on it. But it tastes like
The fresh steamed seasonal vegetables name sounds incredibly bougie. However, while we can't say how it varies with each season, the side for this review was ordered in the fall, and it was just steamed broccoli. And yes, believe it or not, the day has finally arrived when broccoli's flavor has bested fries. Remember how the broccoli was the best tasting part of the mixed veggie blend? There's a reason for that. Aside from being perfectly tender with a nice crunch, this veggie side has something the other vegetable dishes on this list don't. It is soaked in butter. This results in a crunchy, flavorful version of the vegetable you may have named your childhood enemy. At only 130 calories a dish, Outback's fresh steamed seasonal vegetables are a testament to the fact that your food can be healthy and delicious. With plenty of broccoli to enjoy per serving, the flavor and texture of this side dish dominate the eats that came before it. So if you're looking for a lighter side for your steakhouse dinner, we suggest this one. However, if you're all about taste, you can skip it. There's nothing particularly special about the fresh steamed seasonal vegetables. They're only flavorful in comparison to the previously mentioned sides. With literally no description of what goes into Outback's seasoned rice on the company's website, curious diners may be hesitant to try it. This is where we come in. When the enigma that is this chain's seasoned rice arrived, it appeared to be filled with pieces of chopped pepper and onion. Both ingredients turned out to be this dish's saving grace. While the seasoning was, quite frankly, very sparse, the beautiful texture of the rice combined with the bits of pepper and onion to create a delightful treat filled with more flavor and exciting taste than any of the sides before it. Still, the sheer and offensive lack of seasoning in this seasoned rice held it back from being as flavorful as it had the potential to be. Clocking in at 310 calories a serving, the seasoned rice was one of the cheaper sides at our Outback location, and each plate comes with a very generous portion. So if you're looking for a filling, hearty experience, this side will do the trick. At a whopping 850 calories per serving, the Steakhouse mac and cheese is one of the most confusing sides at Outback. From a quick glance, this dish looks like a cheesy masterpiece. Its macaroni is visibly creamy and topped with pepper, but this mac and cheese is, quite frankly, not very cheesy at all. Yes, it's silky with a great kick of pepper aftertaste, and the pasta itself is cooked delectably al dente, but the creaminess comes more so from a subdued cream-like substance than an actual melty cheese sauce. It's a real shame because this side has the potential to be great. There were moments of intense cheese flavor gathered together in parts of the macaroni that were quite incredible, but sadly, they were just that, moments. The mac and cheese's flavor still beats out the unseasoned seasoned rice, but without intense cheesy goodness, the Steakhouse mac and cheese was destined to be placed in the bottom half of the list. According to the Steakhouse from Down Under, the house side salad, which is as big as an entree salad, includes mixed greens, cucumbers, Monterey Jack and cheddar cheese, tomatoes, red onions, and homemade croutons. All of these ingredients are wonderfully fresh, particularly the house-made croutons, which are best described as huge bits of buttery, crunchy goodness. However, the catch is that some of the house side salad's veggies are more plentiful than others. It seems like Outback believes that if an ingredient is large enough, there doesn't need to be a lot of it. While there's a good portion of tomato and a decent amount of onion slices, this salad only has a few, albeit large, cucumber pieces and a sparse amount of those aforementioned sizable croutons. These ingredients are not equally portioned throughout the salad. Since its contents aren't spread out, this dish involves biting into a tomato 80% of the time. So while the ranch dressing tasted divine, this salad's one-note flavor was ultimately underwhelming. Coming in at 180 calories before adding ranch, the house salad's crunch, fresh ingredients, and dressing still gave it a greater depth of flavor than the mac and cheese. However, it's impossible to forgive that its elements did not come together to create flavor harmony. A standard Caesar salad with nothing but lettuce, croutons, and cheese to its name, what could this side possibly have to offer? A lot, actually. Coming in at 260 calories per serving, this sizable salad is a punch in the face with flavor. While it features the same fresh lettuce and house-made croutons as the house salad, Outback Caesar salad dressing makes this side a superior experience. Full of creamy flavor, the dressing beautifully complements the cheese and tomatoes to create a silky, tangy salad experience. The house salad may have more ingredients, but the way the Caesar salad's minimalistic ingredients come together makes it a far more delicious side option. But while the Caesar salad is tasty, it's not the best Outback side salad. One of the most expensive sides at our Outback location, the blue cheese pecan chopped salad, clocks in at 690 calories. While the Steakhouse reports this salad is filled with shredded carrots, red cabbage, and fried angel hair pasta pieces called Aussie crunch before being finished off with cinnamon pecans and blue cheese crumbles, there was a problem. The salad had very minimal amounts of sweet pecans, green onions, and Aussie crunch. So what then was its saving grace? 4 words: blue cheese vinaigrette dressing. The dressing is amazingly tangy with actual pieces of blue cheese in it, adding to the texture and taste of the salad. And when you do hit a sugared pecan, the slightly acidic, salty blue cheese dressing mixes with the sweet ingredient to create a whole new flavor world. Through the power of taste, the blue cheese pecan chopped salad has established itself as one of Outback's best and brightest sides. However, the scarcity of some of its advertised ingredients still prevents it from being truly great.
Dad, come on, take him! Over the top!
Introduced in January 2023, the over-the-top Brussels sprouts are really just that, over the top. Outback doesn't list this item's calorie count on its website, though some estimate this sizable side comes in at a whopping 1,010 calories a plate. But how can that be? The over-the-top Brussels sprouts are made by adding Fresno chili oil, parsley, bacon, and lemon aioli to roasted Brussels sprouts. But these chaotic ingredients come together to make a delectable and unique side dish. The chili oil and lemon aioli work with the dark taste of tender Brussels sprouts to provide a sweet, spicy bite you'll never forget. But despite its beautiful beginnings, the more you eat this dish, the worse it becomes. The over-the-top Brussels sprouts have a balance problem. The splash of lemon aioli Outback claims to throw in just isn't cutting it. After you eat through the bits of veg with lemon aioli sprinkled on them, you'll quickly be left without an ingredient that can break up the greasy, spicy taste of chili oil. As a result, the Brussels sprouts become an oily mess. So while its tasty start and interesting concept got the over-the-top Brussels sprouts to 4th place, this dish still has work to do. People across the internet constantly pose the question, how the heck does Outback make mashed potatoes? Unfortunately, the chain doesn't describe the dish's ingredients on its website, but whatever they're made of, Outback's Homestyle mashed potatoes are undeniably delicious. Coming in at 230 calories a serving, Outback's Homestyle mashed potatoes are creamy, buttery, and milky, and they feature delicious potato peel pieces. The flavor is simple yet oh so delectable thanks to two winning factors. Its potato base has been cooked to fall off the spoon perfection, and the potato peels spread throughout give it a chewy texture upgrade. Outback's take on this classic steakhouse dish comes in at 440 calories and has all the fixings. A surplus of cheese, sour cream, butter, bacon, and chives combine to create this delicious treat of a side. The dressed baked potato is creamy and cheesy, with great bits of crispy and savory texture thanks to the chunks of bacon and chives layered on top. But it's the sour cream that steals the flavor show. This ingredient brings all the others together to perfectly complement the potato's understated taste. While this could have been our top choice, one factor left it unable to climb the ranks. The potato was undercooked. It was still hard enough that it could be sliced up. It wasn't pillowy or fluffy. Because of this, the loaded potato was relegated to second best.
Anyone want more potatoes?
Here it is, the side that dominated its Outback competitors. The sweet potato with honey and brown sugar is the best side at Outback. Clocking in at 410 calories, it's quite literally just a sweet potato with brown sugar and honey-infused butter. But because it does both parts so well, that's all it needs to be number one. This sweet potato was cooked to absolute perfection. It was soft and cloud-like. The sweet taste of the honey butter complemented the subtle sugar flavor of the potato in the best way imaginable. It's reminiscent of a sweet potato casserole without the crunchy topping. The honey cinnamon flavor of its butter effortlessly melds into the potato flesh like it was simply meant to be. This is why the sweet potato with honey and brown sugar is the side dish you must eat every time you take a trip down to Outback.